Today, we're going to dig into something pretty incredible, a whole new way of thinking about teamwork inspired by the secret, super smart world of the forest floor.
So let's just start with this. It's a powerful, kind of mysterious quote, right? What on earth does it mean to collaborate with someone who isn't living? And why is that supposedly so important for us? Well, it turns out the answers aren't in some mystical, far-off place. Nope, they're hidden in plain sight, literally right under our feet. The forest has a secret playbook, and it might just hold the key to building a better world. All right, so let's crack open this playbook, shall we? We're about to unpack this amazing idea called Understory Overstanding, which is really all about learning how to team up by taking our cues from the forest itself. Okay, get this. It all comes down to this one simple, powerful mantra. This isn't just a nice little phrase. These are 3 very specific instructions for a totally new kind of collaboration, one that's way more resilient and creative for the kind of tricky problems we're all facing today. First up, we learn to grow like mycelium. You've probably heard of this, right? It's basically nature's internet, this incredible, massive underground web that connects all the different plants, letting them share food and information. For us, that's the model for building our own human networks based on real trust and support. Next, we sense like a hypha. Now, the hyphae are the tiny individual threads of that network. They're like the scouts, the feelers, exploring the soil, always looking for new opportunities. And that represents our own intuition, that ability to really listen and sense where we're needed most. And finally, the big one. We act like a lichen. A lichen is it's a miracle of teamwork. It's this wild combination of a fungus and an alga working together so perfectly they can live on bare rock, somewhere neither of them could ever survive on their own. And that is our model for building our own powerful teams. So look, this chart really pulls it all together, right? It takes these beautiful ideas from nature and turns them into a practical roadmap. You see the path here. We build a network, we use our intuition to sense a need, and then we form a powerhouse team that can actually make things happen. So if we're going to act like a lichen, who exactly is on our team? Well, this is where things get really interesting, because we're about to blow the lid off the conventional idea of collaboration. Get this, a lichen coalition completely redefines what a team is. It's not just the people in your office. It's a team you weave together across time and even form. You can partner with the wisdom of thinkers who are no longer with us, collaborate with your living friends and allies, pull inspiration from fictional characters, and yeah, even team up with AI. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Collaborating with the dead sounds a little out there, but it's not supernatural at all. Think of it as an act of profound stewardship. You're choosing to become an embassy for the ideas and wisdom you love, carrying their unfinished work into a future they never got to see. Okay, so this isn't just a cool theory. It's something people are actually doing. Let's look at a real-world example of a lichen coalition that formed around the legacy of an amazing innovator named Milton Fisher. So the first step for this group was picking their dead collaborator, Milton Fisher. They really boiled down what he was all about, distilling his core principles, his deep belief in intuition, his passion for finding creativity everywhere, and his ideas about escaping mediocrity and embracing exuberance as a vital part of being alive. Next, they had to figure out what part of his work was left, well, unfinished. See, back in Fisher's day, creativity was seen as this uniquely human thing. But today, we live in a world with generative AI and a growing recognition of creativity in the animal kingdom. His work needed new stewards to bring it into this whole new context. And this is where it gets really creative. The coalition even includes what they call synthetic collaborators. They designed these conceptual AI bots, a synthetic spirit team. Each one is programmed with one of Fisher's core beliefs, like a bot that champions community service or another that sparks little Da Vinci-like experiments. How cool is that? Seeing the Milton Fisher story in action is pretty inspiring, right? So now, let's make this about you. Let's turn this powerful example into a practical guide so you can form your very own lichen coalition. It's actually a pretty straightforward 4-step process. It's a journey that starts with some deep thinking and ends with you having this unique team ready to bring some incredible wisdom into the world. So, step 1 is all about finding your guide. Who is that one person from the past whose work just lights you up? Then you ask this really important question. What did they truly care about? What were they fighting for? This gets you right to the heart of their mission. Okay, next, you got to connect their mission to right here, right now. The world's changed, hasn't it? So where's their wisdom most desperately needed today? This question helps you find the exact spot where you can make the biggest difference. And this last question, this is what makes it yours. You're not trying to be a carbon copy of them. It's about finding that one single idea, that one principle that resonates with you so deeply that you're willing to become an embassy for it. What are you willing to stand for? So once you formed your coalition, this amazing wild team of ancestors, allies, and maybe even bots, what's next? Well, it's time to actually do something. It's time to take that first step. And look, this doesn't start with some huge, intimidating 5-year plan. No way. It begins with one small, joyful action. Something so simple it feels obviously doable. Think of it as the very first thread of mycelium your new team is sending out into the world. It could be a conversation, a poem, anything. And remember, this isn't a one-time project. It's a living thing, a relationship you have to tend to over time. You can even use these dates, which are already aligned with nature's rhythm, as little annual check-ins, a moment to come back to your lichen, see what's grown, and plan your next small step. So we'll leave you with this question. By looking down to the forest floor, we can find this incredible new way to work together, to be more resilient, more creative, more connected. We can become stewards for the ideas that truly matter. So I have to ask, whose unfinished work is out there just waiting for you?